Hey guys, it's Jenny, and today I am trying one of Trader Joe's newest product, their ramen soup cups. This one is chicken, the other one's miso. They were both, I believe, $1.29 each for 1.5 ounces. This is quite small. Here is the nutrition for the chicken one. So it's 180 calories. It's quite a bit of sodium, which is normal for these kinds of instant noodles. Here's the ingredients. Cooking instructions. For the miso one, here are the calories. Same calories, looks like same sodium. Ingredients and cooking instructions. I am going to put in hot water for one of them, and for one of them I will microwave, and let's see if it makes any difference in the texture and the flavor. Just peeled them open, and this one is chicken, this one is the miso. There is an packet of oil. The packet of oil is more clear, and a seasoning packet. As you can see, this is not very much noodles. I mean, I think it'll expand once it's cooked, but this is not very much. It's not a big portion. So take a look at the miso one, it's the same. I was wondering why these two packets of oil, the color is a little different. A little bit more yellow, this is clear. This one has sunflower oil and sesame oil. This one is just sunflower oil. Kind of like that these are separate, just because if you want to avoid the fat, you can, I guess, skip these. Though sesame oil would probably add a really great flavor. I had a lot of Chinese, or I guess Asian instant noodles. Often see an oil packet that might have like chili oil, and as well as sometimes you can get like a soy sauce packet along with a packet of dry ingredients. I will add everything in just so we can taste what it's actually like. Let's open the seasoning packets to see if there were anything special in them. Sometimes you'll see, I don't know, like corn or carrots. This one is the chicken, and it looks like there's just a little bit of like green onions, but other than that, I don't see anything else. As for the miso, same thing. Nothing else in here except for a little bit of green onions. For the chicken ramen, I'm going to be using the hot water from my Dojirushi water heater / water warmer. I think that's what it's called. It always keeps it at 195. I guess I can adjust it. But anyways, I'm going to use that. That way I don't have to boil water again. I just put the oil and the powder in. Stir gently. I'll go like this. There we go. Here's the miso one. I put the oil packet and the seasoning packet in. Water up to the line with room temperature water. Let it go for 1.5 minutes as per instructions. We'll cover and let stand for 6 minutes just like the chicken one. Been covered for 6 minutes, and it's time for the reveal. This one is the chicken. Ooh, okay. First thing I smell is the sesame oil. So before I give this a try, I really want to know how much noodles are there actually in here. So I brought my handy dandy measuring cup. Just transferred all the noodles into this measuring cup. It's a 1 cup measuring cup. It's almost to the top. So I mean, it's a decent size, even though the cup is kind of small. Nowhere near, I guess, ramen that you get at a ramen shop. I think that's a lot more noodles than this. More noodles than I thought it would be. So 1 cup, almost 1 cup of noodle. I pop the noodles back in there, and I'm gonna give this a try. That is really good. For the soup, it's a little bit creamy. You can taste the oil. You can see all the little the green onions are there. They're rehydrated. Like I said, you could, definitely leave out the oil if you're watching your fat intake. We have a little more. For the amount of sodium that's in here, it tastes as salty as I was expecting. So, that's a surprise. It's actually really, really good. Okay, that's really good. Okay, time to check on the miso. Here we go. Right offhand, you can see that the broth is more clear, which makes sense. It looks like miso broth. Same thing, it has a little bit of oil on top. And here the rehydrated green onions. As I was sitting here finishing up the miso soup, I realized that they were not green onions, they were actually seaweed. There's a big piece of it, it's the wakame seaweed. Seaweed, not green onions. I was wrong. Same as the chicken one, it's almost to 1 cup, which like I said is a lot more than I thought it would. Looks a lot smaller, especially when it was dehydrated, but yeah, almost a cup. It's time to try it. That's good too. This noodle is definitely a little bit underdone compared to that. But for my microwave, 1.5 minutes is not quite enough time. It's just a little bit under. I mean, I can still eat it. It's still quite soft, but I can tell that's a little under compared to that one. Yeah, soup-wise, the miso's great. I thought it would be really salty. It's quite clear. You see the oil, but it's not even as salty as the miso soup that I get from the Japanese restaurants that we go to. Neither of them taste as salty as the instant ramen or the cup of noodles. Overall, I would definitely get this again. I think that I would probably stick to this one. I kind of like the creamy soup a little bit more. Both of them, I would love to add, you know, some, like maybe an egg or even some tofu for this one. Maybe bulk it up a bit. I don't know how filling, honestly, this is as a meal. Even though there is 1 cup of noodles, I still don't think it seems like it'd be very filling if you were really hungry. As a snack, I think it'd be great for 180 calories. That really isn't bad. Yeah, I would definitely get this again. If you're concerned with it being salty or having too much fat, because they both come with oil packets, I would just skip the oil or just add a little bit if you want a little bit of flavor, and you can even adjust the seasoning packets and add less. They're both $1.29. And let me know if you've tried them before, if you like them, or if you agree that you like this one a little bit more. I just finished both of these. Well, I shared it with my husband, and I noticed that I think it's the potato starch that probably makes it a little bit creamy, or it could be the dried chicken fat. Either way, this was both of our favorites. The miso one, see the seasoning on the bottom? I obviously did not stir it well enough, so make sure you stir it very well. And this, I believe, is vegan friendly. I was trying to look at the ingredients list to see if there's anything in here that's an animal product, and I don't think so. So if you're vegan, here's an option. Oh, hello, it says vegan there. Oh my gosh, vegan friendly. Try this, really good. You're not worried about that? This is really great. Favorite.